Okay, so this problem, it says the teacher, Mrs. Rafferty, put four expressions on the board and asked her students to simplify them. So we have these four different expressions, and which one has the least, which one is the smallest? And it should be very apparent very quickly. I mean, this is going to, right here is going to be a small, that's a negative number. It's like zero .5, negative zero .5 or something. This is going to be a positive number, so it's going to be a positive number. This is the absolute value. Negative 2 minus 1 is negative 3, but it's the absolute value of negative 3, which will be 3. And this, however, is a very large negative number, so a very, very small number, because negative 3 times negative 3 is 9, times negative 3 is negative 27. So it should be expression 4. Okay, so this is just interpreting some graphs. And we can read through all this, but all it really wants us to do is interpret this graph and says, what is the price per ream in dollars of the market equilibrium, or where they actually break even? So if we just simply go up there to that point, we'll see price in dollars at this point of $5. So that's simply the answer. It's $5. Okay, so this problem, farmer's trying to go from cubic yards to cubic feet. And, you know, in the past it's been easy to go from square feet. Oh, what just happened there? Get back to this. Square feet, which is 3 times 3, which is 9. But now we're talking cubic. So we got to multiply that again, which is times 3 again, which is 27. So if we were to divide 837 divided by 27, we would get 31. So cubic, it's cubed, not squared. So it's 31. Okay, so this problem seems pretty straightforward. Which equation best represents the relationship shown in the graph? All of these have the y-intercept starting at 0, so we don't have anything to worry about in the form y equals mx plus b. We don't have anything with our b. So we just need to figure out the slope. All of these are positive, so we just need to have the change in y over the change in x. So in this example, that'd be going down from 44 to 35.2, and going from 50 to 40. And we simply, all we do is subtract those, and we come up with our answer, which I think everybody gets at this point. Use your calculator if you need to, and it is 0.88 is our slope. And that's what we're looking for. Okay, so this problem says the average yearly rainfall for a town is 14 inches. The yearly rainfall for the past 10 years was within 6 inches of the yearly average rainfall. Which number line shows the range of the yearly rainfall for the past 10 years? Well, we clearly want to go between these years here, and we knew it fell somewhere in this range. Now these graphs make no sense because this shows nothing between those ranges. So that can't make any sense. And this can't make any sense. The only one that makes any sense is it fell between here and here. because this one goes on for infinity, and that doesn't make any sense. So this is the only one that could possibly even look like the right answer. In this problem, the first thing we want to do is put these in order from least to greatest, because they're looking for the median, the one in the middle. So I'm going to pause this and do that. So now I have these in order, and first we're going to figure out what our median is before we add any more scores. So we just cross these off from highest to lowest. So right now our median is 89 before we add 2 more quiz scores. So which of the following scores could be added to the list without changing the median score? Well, let's look at that. If we added 86 and 87, that'd be 2 numbers right in here, and that would certainly change the median or the middle score. If we added 90 and 98, that would be a number here and a number here, which would certainly change the median score. If we added 88 and 96, that'd be a number here and a number up here. One above and one below the median score. So that would not change the median score. And just to finish that off, 80 and 82 would be way down here and would certainly change the median score. They're both over here. So my answer is C. Okay, so this problem doesn't label anything for us, but it wants us to know, or wants us to answer, which of the following situations could be represented by the function shown in the graph. Well, as you'll notice, this is a positive correlation, and we have to look at all these things very carefully. So this first one says for every girl Y, so this is saying the girls are here. In the class there are twice as many boys. Well, that doesn't make sense, because as this goes up along the y-axis with the girls, there are less boys, so that can't be it. Let's see. The Atlanta airport has 3 planes landing for every 6 planes taking off. Landing is Y, so we're going to put landing, and taking off. So, well, 3 planes landing, of course that doesn't work either, because we went up by 2. So that's actually the exact opposite of what they're depicting here. So let's try H. For every raffle ticket, sold, the cost is $1. Well, that would be a 1-to-1 relationship, and this clearly has a 2-to-1 relationship, so it can't be that. So how about I? The total number of Carol's mortgage X is 1/2 of Sam's rent Y. Well, that makes more sense, because this is 1/2, because we go up 2, we go over 1, in Sam's we have 1/2. So it's clearly I. Alright, this problem is just one where you have to really pay attention to the incremental changes in this graph. It's going up by 5 by every 2 lines, but here, so we're going up by, notice that each of these is 5 and each of here is 2.5. So we know that this is a decreasing or a negative slope. We just have to be really careful with our units. So if you notice our units, you should clearly be able to see that for every 8 chairs produced, the cost per chair reduces by $1. And again, please compare these unit measures as compared to these unit measures up here. because this is going up by 2.5. This is going over by 5 for each unit.